Hey everybody, and in this video we'll be covering our fourth and final overdressed deck format, or D format deck, at least for now. So in this video we're going to be covering the other side of Brandt Gate, the Cardinals. Now the Cardinal deck, it's very unique because it plays a set of order cards that also summon tokens, and it's really weird. I'm not going to try to explain it until we get into the cards. It's a lot of fun to play. It's actually the one form of Brandgate that I was really excited to play just based off looks, because it looks a lot like Link Joker did. So let's just jump straight into it. I'm really excited to talk and share this deck profile with you, especially. Get our boys. So obviously we're going to start with our ride deck. So we have our starter, which is Cardinal Fang Phobie. Phobie is just, nothing special. If you go second and you ride on top of him, draw a card. Woohoo. Grade 1, we play Cardinal Noid Rudis. Now, Rudis' effect is when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you can search your deck for one world card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So you can search out any of the set orders that we play that will help set up the functionality of this deck. And then also, when this unit's on rearguard during the battle that this unit attacked or boosted, if your world is Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 2,000 power. And that is a term you're going to hear a lot. Your world is either going to be Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight. So if you're confused, it's okay. We will get there and when we come to it. So grade 2 is Cardinal Noid Cubizia. When a Vanguard skill, when a world is put into your order zone, choose one of your units and it gets plus 5k until end of turn. You will be playing a fair amount of them, so if this unit's on the field and he's your Vanguard, he'll gain that 5k boost when you play it. And then on the rear guard circle, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 5k. So there's that. And then for our grade 3 is Cardinal Deus Orfist. So Orfist's effect, continuous ability, whether it's on Vanguard or Rearguard. During your turn, if your world is Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 5,000 power, so he's an 18k attacker. And then his other skill is an Act skill, Vanguard. If your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, you can counterblast 2 and call up to 3 Shadow Army tokens to your Rearguard. And your Shadow Army tokens basically look like this. They are essentially a grade 1 vanilla unit with 15,000 power and the boost ability. So you can call them out to get boosts for your units without having to expel cards from your hand. So that's our ride deck. Let's go into our triggers. We play the 1 over trigger for Brandt Gate, which when you check this, you're going to get to heal a damage, draw a card, and give plus 100 million power to a unit of your choosing. If you check this for a drive trigger, though, however, you will also get to double the power and critical of every unit in your front row until the end of turn. So checked at the right moment can really be a game changer. For the rest of our triggers, we play 8 crits. We play 3 fronts, and we play 4 heals. So you can play draws if you want. I think the front triggers suit them best first. In just, in the few test hands I've played with this, I'm going to do some more testing with all of the decks that I've shown you recently. Tomorrow, actually, with a friend. So these might change. But as of right now, I'm comfortable where it is currently. So there's our triggers. Grade 1s, we play our 4 Brandt Gate Perfect Guards from set 1 that allow us to not discard if we have 4 or if we have less than 2 cards in our hand when we play it. So there's that. Next, we play 4 copies of Detonation Mutant Boba Mine, or Mecha Godzilla, as some people call him. We do counterblast a fair amount in this deck, so having a card that allows us to countercharge back is very essential. So whenever he boosts, if you have a card in your order zone, which you will, you can place him into your soul and countercharge 1. So there's that. Next, we play a grand total of 3 copies of this little guy named Useful Recharger. His skill is when this unit is put onto the Guardian Circle, you can counterblast 1. If your world is Dark Knight, this unit gets an additional 5k to its shield. But if you're Abyssal Dark Knight, he gets plus 10,000 to his shield. So when you're an Abyssal Dark Knight, he will guard for 15. So it gives you a little more defense. And then to round out the grade 1s, we play 2 copies of Cardinal Noid Rotus, which is the grade 1 from the Ride deck. Simply because he still acts as a 10k booster if you need him. So there's that. Nothing else really there. Grade 2s. For our first order card, we play 4 copies of Howling Moonlit Night. So it is a set order card. We have to Soul Blast 1 to play it, and then when this card is put into the order zone, you get to immediately draw a card, which is nice. So it replaces itself in your hand. And then while it's in the order zone, if your order zone has world cards, the following effects are activated according to the number of cards in your order zone. If you have only 1 card in your order zone, your board state or world is considered to be in Dark Knight. But if you have 2 or more, then it's considered to be in Abyssal Dark Knight. So there is that. Then we play 3 copies of Cardinal Noid Cubizia, which is the grade 2 from the Ride deck. During your turn, if you have Abyssal Dark, if your board state is in Abyssal Dark Knight, he's a 15k attacker, so he just adds more pressure that way. And then we play 2 copies of Polar Cold Monster Drumir. When this unit is placed on the rear guard, if you're an Abyssal Dark Knight, you can Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1 to draw a card. So he's just here for a little extra draw power if you feel you need it. So dig for those extra copies of Orfist to Persona Ride, or maybe another order card. Grade 3s, we obviously play 3 more copies of Orfist. Max out on him. And then we play 3 copies of Lightning Thief Monster Jabatail. Jabatail is a really good card for just being a common. On the rear guard, if your world is an Abyssal Dark Knight, when this unit would attack, it battles all of the units in one of your opponent's columns. So if it attacks a unit in the front row, it also is battling the unit that is directly behind it. So that's really good. This card can give you a little more bang for your buck. And then we play 2 copies of the set order In the Darkness Nobody Knows. So you play this with a Soul Blast of 1. When this card is put into the order zone, you get to choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and retire it, so there's that. And then while it's in the order zone, if your order zone has only world cards, the following effects are active according to the number of cards in your order zone. If you have only 1 card in your order zone, your world is considered to be in Dark Knight, and if you have 2 or more, it's considered to be in Abyssal Dark Knight. So you're going to get your board state into Abyssal Dark Knight pretty easily, considering you get to search one of these when you're going through your Ride deck. So getting to Abyssal Dark Knight is not going to be hard to crock the other skills of your units, of Orfist to get out your army tokens, or to get Jabatail to swing for you know, the entire column. So that is pretty much it. So anyway, guys, that is Brandt Gate Cardinals. It has a very interesting mechanic where your board state is considered to be in two different forms of Dark Knight and Abyssal Dark Knight. It's definitely different for something that we haven't seen from Vanguard ever. So I'm really interested to see where this evolves to and where it goes. Like I said, I was really interested with the art and the look of this archetype, so I'm really excited to see where it goes into the future. So we'll definitely you'll definitely probably see more of this in the future. What are your guys' feelings on this deck? I know Battle Princesses is probably the more popular one by a mile, but I do think this deck is definitely it's got something there to evolve with and be potentially really good. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. In the comment section below, feel free to leave any suggestions or your thoughts on the deck or anything else that you want to see. I still plan on doing a Dark States and Stoichia deck profile eventually, guys. I don't know when they'll happen, but they will happen eventually. But I hope you guys have enjoyed all the deck profiles for the overdressed format that I have been able to produce for you guys. I'm really looking forward to set 2. So there's a lot of cool new cards, not only coming for the Cardinals, but also just the other decks that we've talked about. So I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, guys, I hope you're doing well no matter where you are in the world and that you're healthy and you're safe. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video, and I'll see you in the next one.